welcome to this month's Easton Dig. My name is Janina Lacqua. Summer in Massachusetts is here. Nothing like sunshine and cool breezes to get you outside and moving. In this edition of The Dig, we are concentrating on the things you can do outdoors. Our first story this month takes place at Pine Oaks Golf Course in South Easton. Pine Oaks was built in the 1960s by Jeffrey Cornish and Bill Robinson. It is a quaint 9-hole course and comes with one of the biggest pro shops on the East Coast.
PGA professional Jim Furyk's golf swing was described by David Faherty as looking like an octopus falling out of a tree. But as anyone who plays the game of golf will tell you, you drive for show and putt for dough. This is the story of how a chance visit to South Easton and $40 turned into $10.5 million.
Hi, my name is Mark Petrucci. I'm the manager and golf professional at Joe & Lee's Discount Golf Pro Shop located at Pine Oaks Golf Course. And yes, we were the shop that sold Jim Furyk the Yes putter. It was Labor Day weekend of 2010. Jim Furyk came in on a Sunday evening around 5:30. The tournament is over the Deutsche Bank over in TPC in Boston. Jim came in about 5:30 in the evening looking for a putter. Apparently he wasn't using his too well and wanted to make a change. So while Jim was putting around, I struck up a conversation about what he was looking for. It wasn't unusual for a tour professional to come into the shop, as we've had that happen before, but with Jim at the time being the number 5 ranked player in the world, it was kind of unusual to see somebody of his caliber coming in on a Sunday night looking for a putter. But what Jim was looking for is he just wanted to get a simple putter that he could kind of navigate his way through the waters as he had trouble putting with. Jim came in to look for a putter. One of the things he wanted was something very basic that didn't have a lot of lines and didn't have a lot of flash to it. He wanted to go back to a little bit of what we call an old school putter, which is a very traditional heel shafted putter with no sight lines. We had a couple in stock. He fooled around with most of them, but the one that he actually liked is made by a company called Yes, and it's called the Sophia model. This is actually one of the newer versions of the putter he bought, but one of the biggest things he liked was, number one, again, the fact that it was a heel shaft putter with a lot of bottom weight. He thought he could get a better roll out of that putter. He also liked the fact that there was no markings on the top line. He did not want any alignment aids distracting him with his putting stroke. One of the things, actually, because it was a used putter, it actually had a nick on the top of the putter. And he actually said that didn't bother him as much as having a sight line on there, where he wanted just a standard putter. So we had a lot of fun. He actually kept the same grip that was on there, which was kind of funny because it's yellow and black. Jim is from Pittsburgh and he is a Steelers fan, so we didn't hold that against him, but we got a kick out of the fact that he liked the Steelers putter. The putter was marked $65. I did give him the Ryder Cup discount. For $39.95 we charged him for it. We joked that he wanted to pay full price, but I told him that we would help him out because he was going to the Ryder Cup the following couple weeks. Well, one of the guys who was working here that day said, "Hey Mark, do you think he'll ever use that putter?" And I didn't think he would. As a matter of fact, I told the gentleman, he was a really nice guy. He was here for about 45 minutes. That was more of a courtesy purchase. He just didn't want to leave not buying something. So we were all surprised the next day, as the Deutsche Bank tournament ends on a Monday, that we got a phone call saying, "Hey Mark, he's actually using the putter." And I was very surprised. I thought he'd be up on the putting green kind of practicing with it, but they actually said he was on the 12th hole of the tournament. So we all got a big kick out of the next day he actually put the putter in play. And all of a sudden the next week, he was in Chicago playing in his next tournament, and he actually used the putter the entire tournament. So we were all shocked that he was still using the $39.95 used putter that he got from us that Sunday night. The following week after that was the Tour Championship. So we were all extremely surprised when there he was on the 18th green for a chance to not only win the Tour Championship, but also the FedEx Cup for $10.5 million using our used putter that he had bought here for $39.95. So when he made that putt, things got a little bit crazy here. We got a phone call from the gentleman at the Boston Globe who had asked if he had bought the putter here. And by the time Jim had made it from the 18th green down to the press room, there was already a buzz about the $39.95 putter that he purchased.
Speaking of equipment changes, a few weeks ago you go into a golf superstore and buy a putter for $39. The guys in the shop gave you a deal because it was originally listed at like $60-something. You go in there and that ends up being a big part of your quest and race and the successful race to $10 million.
I did. You know what I feel so bad about is I can't remember the name of the store. And they were asking me, and I would love to pump those guys, and they know. I'll probably send them a letter and But it was just it's a 9-hole golf course real close to TPC at Boston. They had a huge superstore of clubs, 300 putters, and I ended up with this one because it was the only heel-shafted putter in the entire pro shop that didn't have a line on it.
It's a nice $39 investment for $10 million.
Ended up with this one.
So during the press conference, he was asked about the putter, and at the time he couldn't remember the store's name. Michael Whitmer from the Boston Globe, who had heard about the story and knew he had bought it here, yelled from the back of the room, "Was it Joe and Lee's?"
Joe and Lee's, that's it. And I felt so bad. I wanted to say it on TV just to pump the store, and I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember. It was like 65 bucks, but they sold it to me for 39, I think.
At that time, the place went crazy. He started laughing. He said, "That's the name of the place." And before you know it, our phone was ringing off the hook. It's been a very exciting 6 months here at Joe and Lee's Discount Golf. At the end of 2010, for the 19th time, we were honored as one of the top 100 pro shops in the country. We were fortunate enough, for the first time ever, Golf Digest did a top 100 club fitters in the country, which we won. In addition to that, we had also won for the third time the New England Section Merchandise of the Year Award, which makes us eligible to win a National PGA Merchandise of the Year. So this year we said, what can we do to grow off that, as it's our 30th anniversary of being in business since 1981. So this year we launched the Joe and Lee's Golf Performance Center, located at 500 Turnpike Street, which is Golf Country Driving Range. What we're going to do there is in 4 components, both golf instruction, club fitting, practice and play, and fitness, try to develop someone to come in and get technologically fit for their entire game. Well, with launch monitor technology, with video lessons, and different programs, we really anticipate to grow the game of golf, not only at the Performance Center, but back here at the golf course. We've gotten a lot of press for a lot of different things. However, selling a $39.95 used putter has far outweighed any of the press that we've received for any of our other awards. So it was fun to be part of the story. It's exciting to see Jim win with the putter, and we've had a lot of fun with the whole thing.
So even if your golf swing has been described as a one-armed golfer using an axe to kill a snake in a telephone booth, with the right putter, who knows what you can do.
Our next story has a lot of back and forth. Easton Tennis Club has a long and storied history dating from 1960. It began as a small private club and in 1989 expanded into a year-round facility. Producer Brett Hall went and checked it out.
The Brown Boulogne Tennis Club in Easton is the newest venue to play and learn tennis. Formerly known as the Easton Tennis Club, it has not only taken a new name, but new management as well. Partners Dave Brown and Brian Boulogne have taken over the club, which has flourished under their guidance. How they came to acquire the building is an interesting story.
Well, actually, Dave and I were permitted for a facility in Canton, Mass. We had zoning and planning board approval, and we had heard of this facility that was in foreclosure, and there was an auction, and then we made a call to the bank, and we got a personal tour, and you know, the property's fantastic, and we knew it needed a little work, but it ended up being a much better option than where we were permitted for in Canton, Mass.
The club has both outdoor courts and 2 buildings with indoor courts. It also has clay courts, hard courts, a kitchen, and a pool for members to swim in. But how is Brown Boulogne Tennis Club different from the Easton Tennis Club?
I think quite a few things. First of all, if you look at the footage, you know, we reinvested a lot of money into the facility to get this place back to where it was quite a few years ago. So from that standpoint, the facility's entirely brand new, which is a pretty big upgrade compared to what it was back when it was Easton Tennis Club. The pool's been renovated, the outdoor courts are done, all the indoor courts are done, the lobbies are done, the bathrooms are all refinished. So that was the first major step. The next major step was to take Brian and our expertise in programming from our past director jobs, and we've created a programming pathway for kids and adults that's kind of, we think, quite different than anything else in this area, including what was here before. So,
even though they run the company a little different than the old owners, they continue to carry out some of the traditions that Easton Tennis Club had. They have a set of programs that can be enjoyed by both adults and children.
We have programming for juniors and adults, really from age 3 all the way through age 85, really. We have the junior program starts with a program called Quick Start, which is 10 and under tennis with miniature nets and properly sized rackets and different pressurized balls to make the game easier for the younger kids. And then we have a teen tennis program for recreational teens. We have high school level programs, and then we have a tennis academy, which is for advanced players.
Players who are, you know, competitively goal-oriented, players who want to compete either at the high school, USTA level, or even the college level, and potentially beyond that. So we've got programming for all those. We've also got, we were able to get back the USTA leagues for the ladies and the men's teams. We've got a 3-0 and a 3-5 and a 4-0 for the men. And we're currently in the process of getting back the indoor leagues for both the men and women as well. So that'll hopefully be starting in the fall too.
Yeah, as well as programming for adults at all levels. There are beginner clinics for men and women. We have a men's night. We have clinics for intermediates, advanced, as well as, you know, players that are interested in team tennis, which is what Dave was describing with the USTA leagues and the Massachusetts Indoor Tennis Association leagues for the more competitive players.
With new ownership, the Brown Balloon Club has been a success and shows much promise for the future.
We opened up in mid-January, and we've had a tremendous response from the community. We've gotten a lot of members that were former members back, and then we've gotten a lot of new members. And you know, we're pretty excited about the activity so far in a very short time frame.
Becoming a member is very easy.
You can just give us a call at the desk, and then we'll set up a tour and take you around the facility, show you all the upgrades, all the renovations, and then give you a description of all the programming, just what we just described between juniors and adults, and just fill out a member app, and you can get going. And we try to personalize programs for each individual, so based on your level or your kid's level, we can provide you the exact pathway through and get you started.
And you can also go to our website, which is brownballonclub.com, and you can go to the membership app, and you can actually download a membership right there and fill it out and bring it on in as well. So.
Yeah.
The Easton Country Club is celebrating 50 years in business this August. Also, we recently sent a film crew down to the course to bring you the Courtney Woodward Green Memorial Golf Tournament. I'm here today with Mark Lombardi at the Easton Country Club, and today is the Courtney Woodward Green Memorial Golf Tournament. How are you doing today?
I'm well, a little warm, but well.
Yeah. Will you tell us a little bit about your involvement with the club?
Sure. My title, official title, I guess, is the general manager.
How far would you say your business has come since 1961 when it first opened?
Well, I think it's come quite a ways. Before that, it was a dairy farm. The land was pretty much open and farming country, and if you scan the landscape now, you'll see that we have some well-grown trees and some nice dimensions that really make a very nice layout for a golf course. Originally, it opened up as a 9-hole golf course, and about 5 or 6 years later, we added 9 holes to finish the golf course as an 18-hole golf course.
This year, you guys are celebrating your 50th anniversary. Can you tell me a little bit about any promotions that you're having or any celebrations?
Sure can. Actually, we're very excited about it. It is the week of August 8th through the 15th. And it's pretty much, a lot of it involves our members. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have a little junior tournament to start off, and then we'll end up finally with our club championship, which we have a special little trophy for the winner, celebrating our 50th mm-hmm. anniversary. But on Thursday, August 11th, is a very special day. We have a full day planned. We begin with the Easton Chamber of Commerce breakfast meeting, after which we invite each business from the Easton Chamber of Commerce to play golf with us, free of charge. Each business can bring a foursome. And then, after the chamber is teed off, we are opening up the tees for the day for any resident of Easton.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, there will be no charge for a green fee. All we ask that in lieu of a green fee, that you bring a small donation for the Easton Food Pantry.
That's awesome. So a wonderful way for the community to come out and get to experience this beautiful course, as well as also be able to help out their community by being able to donate to the food pantry.
Absolutely, and we think that it's also a good way for our family and our organization to say thank you to the community. It's
Definitely.
been 50 years of great support, and we think that even some people who haven't experienced Easton Country Club will enjoy the day.
Today is the Courtney Woodward Green Memorial Tournament, and that is sponsoring the Jimmy Fund and Dana-Farber Cancer Research.
Correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about the tournament in general, or any information you have?
Well, it's a nice way, I think, to celebrate somebody's life. Certainly, it's a very sad, tragic story, but what I see come through with a lot of the fundraisers, and especially this one, is it brings the community back together. They remember someone's life, and at the same time, they're able to create funds for hopefully one day preventing such a death like this.
Thank you very much for meeting with us today.
Enjoyed it.
Good. This has been Janina Lacqua from Easton Community Access Television with Mark Lombardi at the Easton Country Club.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Dias, and I'm here with Bob Green, and we're at the Easton Country Club for the Courtney Woodward Green Memorial Golf Tournament. So Bob, can you tell us a little bit about the cause that everyone's out here today golfing for?
Oh, absolutely. It's in memory of my late daughter-in-law, Courtney Woodward Green. Courtney gave birth to a beautiful little girl named Julie, and 8 months after birth, Courtney passed away with cancer. We started walking the year that she had the cancer, and we've walked since then. This will be our 6th year walking for the Jimmy Fund and for cancer research.
So tell us a little bit about the tournament today, the event, how many players are going to be here.
Oh, it's great. This is a first time for us, and when you think about it, we have right now 22 teams of 4, a total of 88 people that will be golfing. We also have a dinner scheduled this afternoon or this evening, and we have over 100 people scheduled to attend the dinner. Actually, this stands at 105. And we have donated gifts for a raffle, and we have right now 47 baskets, gifts, and what have you that have been donated. Also, what we have is we have a number of people and businesses have bought the rights to a flag on the fairways or on the tees, and we have sold 27 of those, and they went for $100. Those are tremendous sponsors, and they're a big help with all proceeds going to the Jimmy Fund.
Wow, that's great. Good luck. Hope it's a good day of golf out there.
Well, thank you very much, and hopefully, and we expect this to become an annual event. This is the start of something that we want just to grow and grow and grow. And thank you, young lady.
All right, thank you.
All right, Emily.
This edition of the Easton Dig marks the maiden voyage of Easton Community Access Television's teleprompter. The teleprompter is just one of the many pieces of ECAT Studio that is here for you, the residents of Easton, to use. Thank you for joining us this month on The Dig. I am Janina Lacqua saying goodbye and enjoy the weather while it lasts.